What's up, YouTube? I'm back for another one, and you are watching KD's Just My Opinion. Let's go. Yo, everybody, we're back for another one. In today's episode, we're talking about a show called Listening to Black Women. I came across it when I was on YouTube, and it was something that I wanted to kind of bring to the channel, listen to something different. And the topic that they had for that day was men shouldn't comment on a woman's look. And I was like, what? Man, we just gonna have to look at it. Let's get it.
Whether it's via social media, catcalling, or in casual conversation, too many men take liberties when it comes to commenting about women's bodies. Men have a hard time understanding this. Unsolicited, crude, or crass commentary just doesn't feel good to the person on the receiving end. That's why our question of the week is more of a statement. Here's why men need to stop commenting on women's looks, period. Who wants to go first?
So I would like to jump this off if I may. And with this conversation, I think it's important to kind of establish the whole gamut of what this can look like, because what a lot of men don't realize is that, when you're making these comments, they can be a form of sexual harassment. And you get a pushback because people are like, well, I'm not,
Really? Sexual harassment? Really? That's a serious accusation. For real. That's crazy.
your job, like harassing you. Well, no, that's an extreme, and that's one very specific type that people think of. But just like with racial issues, we talk about microaggressions. There are microaggressions that can happen with sexual harassment. So yes,
So basically, you're going to associate. Wow. Ooh. Now we're being aggressive. Wow. Okay. Whatever.
Overt is, someone saying something like super explicit to you, but it can also be something as small as we said in the open, like, oh, you look pretty, if you wore your natural hair. I didn't ask you that.
I can already hear all the men saying like, I can't tell those women nothing. But the thing is, there is a huge difference between saying, you look lovely today, and saying like, come here girl with the big booty, I want to say something. There's just a big difference.
See, that didn't even make sense. Who the fuck says some shit like that? Hey, big booty, just come over here. What? This is tough. This is gonna be tough to watch. Keep watching.
And I think we just have to be a little bit discerning about the words we use, especially when we're talking to strangers, because at the end of the day, you don't know these people. And some men, they take their, have a lovely day, and when she doesn't respond, you get violent, you get angry. You're like, well, F you, B, and you wanna get mad at her, and it's like, okay, that's when it becomes
Man, stop doing that. That's stupid, and it's never effective. I get it. She hurt your pride. She make you feel some type of way. But that is not the way. Just walk off and don't say anything. Just leave her alone. Bro, they are claiming sexual harassment nowadays just from saying hi. You gotta be careful out here. You gotta think about who you're dealing with out here. Just leave it alone. And if you're doing that, man, suck your pride up and suck it up and just keep it moving. That's the best way to handle that. For real.
That's when it becomes harassment, because at the end of the day, if you're genuinely paying a woman a compliment, her response shouldn't matter.
Exactly.
Because then now you're looking for an ego stroke, and it's like, okay, do you actually care about telling me I'm lovely, or are you just trying to feel good and get my...
Being courteous. I was taught to speak. I need my ego stroke because I said, hello, how you doing? You pretty today? No, I just noticed a beautiful woman, or a pretty woman, or a good looking woman. That's it. I can't even speak on that now. Yeah, this is, let's watch a little bit more, and I think I'm through.
Pay attention. There's also the guys when you're on the street and they just shoot they shot over the moon, completely out of your league. So you're looking for a way to diminish her, to put you both on the same level. So there's a lot of reasons why this harassment, catcalling, and all that happens.
I'm glad you mentioned random comments, because on social media we see a bunch of randomness from men all the time, including with celebrities like Meek Mill, who stepped on Twitter to say he didn't want to see no more lace fronts. Bruh, wasn't you just with the lace front queen not too long ago? And then like a week after that, he was seen with a woman wearing a lace front. Peter Thomas, oh, Peter, get him a peach, because he loves to talk about women's now. He went on Instagram and said that he didn't like to see dark-skinned women with blonde hair. Yeah. Mind you, he is a dark-skinned man.
Yeah, I feel him on that.
Man with white beard. Like, I'm just like, okay, bro.
That's natural. That's natural. You're trying to compare a white beard with wearing blonde hair that's not your natural hair? The analogy. The analogy. Oh, you're so smart. For real.
Did we ask you? A$AP Rocky said he didn't think dark-skinned women needed to wear red lipstick. Well, here's the thing, guys. We don't give a fuck what you want. Stop talking to us.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna speed this up. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. And there was a question on here I wanted to address that they come across, that they asked the women about judging men.
Do you have lashes on? And I was like, no. He's like, well, good, because I don't like those lashes. At least you're a real person. And it was just like this whole thing. And then he's talking about how he didn't like nails. And I was like, well, I like Kevin, And it's just like men still, like, it's the same thing. And I think within relationships, we'll probably adjust and make those changes because we're like, oh, we're in a relationship. But it's the same thing. I didn't ask you if you like lashes or not. Do I like lashes? Yes.
Yeah. I try to be a little adjustable because I like when my boyfriend has a beard. And so I have to realize if I'm like, keep the beard. When he makes little suggestions, I like to take them with a grain of salt. Or I'll be like, okay, I know you like that dress, or I know you like this. Yeah. I'm gonna put this wig on for our date. Like, I'll change it up a little bit, but I do take it more into consideration than these random people.
Yeah, I absolutely take it into consideration, because he's like, oh, I like you with that hair. I'm like, fine, I'll get the short wig this time, but I won't have it forever.
So that was great hearing from social media, but as always, we took to our MadameNoir.com audience to find out what you think about men volunteering compliments that we didn't ask them to give. We asked, do you comment on men's bodies, with 82% of our audience saying yes and 18% saying no?
Exactly. 82% of women comment on men. Just like a very high number of men comment on women. That's just what we're gonna do. I mean, the ignorance of saying we can't comment on someone of what we're looking at. What kind of world we done became or becoming that you can't even comment on someone anymore? Everybody just wants you to just, oh, hey, everything is happy, hunky-dory, and things like that. That's not real. But I will say, men, chase your dreams, your goals, find your purpose. Because it seems like out here, oh my God, these women are something else. My opinion is, man, you gotta be careful out here, man. The world is changing. You can't say anything anymore. You can't talk to people anymore, or you could be arrested. Man, just being a man, period, it's illegal. So, like I say, I think that men should follow their dreams, try to reach their goals, try to create a goal every day. And then start taking that everyday goal and start making it into a week goal, and then so forth and so forth. I mean, because we have to like reach our purpose. And man, just trying to please a woman these days is it's crazy. It's very hard because women don't really know what they want. They're all over the place. And a lot of these women are single because they want to, they got all these high demands for things that they don't even qualify to even have these high demands. But if you want to see the rest of that show, you can. All you have to do is hit the link in the description and hit that like button and come back and see another show, because this has been Just My